A Foundry dataset is a managed wrapper around a collection of files, with transactions, branches, and a schema layered on top. And every change to the data is recorded as a transaction. You could already reach back into that history. The dataset's API can read a dataset's contents at an earlier transaction, and Dataset Preview's Compare tab lets you compare a dataset against its previous transactions. Time Travel builds on that with a richer, more interactive layer. It offers 2 views plus a search tool. Step through a single version to see the data and the schema at that point in time, compare a range of versions to see the rows added, removed, or modified, plus any column changes, or use Bisect to search version history and jump straight to the moment a specific value changed. It's currently in beta. Let's walk through how it works. Before we get started, a quick word from our founder.
Discover how Palantir customers unlock more value from Foundry and AIP thanks to our live instructor-led trainings. We are Ontologize, a group of former Palantir engineers who love teaching. We've trained thousands of Palantir users at leading organizations around the world. Unlock the full potential of your Palantir deployment by going to ontologize.com.
So here we have a dataset called Time Travel Events Output. And you'll see here it does have a parent, Time Travel Seed Events. Uploaded datasets do have time travel as well, but in this case, we're going to be focusing our time travel exploration on the child dataset here. So this is the dataset that we're going to be looking at. And if we look in the history, you will see that there are quite a few different transactions. Some from 2 days ago, some from today. And we're going to want to have a look at how this dataset evolved over time. Remember, you can do this using the dataset's API. And you can also compare 2 versions of a dataset using the Compare tab. But the time travel interface gives you a more ergonomic experience for this, where you can compare more things and really understand the evolution of your data. So this dataset started out on August 19th. Right now, we are looking at the single version. What this gives us the ability to do is click around to see what this dataset looked like at different points in time. And you'll see here that what's actually happening under the hood is that we are querying this specific dataset and specifying which transaction we want to look at. So you can refine this query as much as you need to if there's something custom that you need to see. For basic capabilities, though, you won't actually need to edit this query. So that gives us the single version. Up next, we have the range. While single version is going to show you just the dataset at a single point in time, range allows you to see a comparison. So range, for example, is going to show us what changed between the dataset on August 19th at 4:07 p.m. and the same dataset August 19th at 4:14 p.m. So here, you'll see that when I move this around, it changes which versions of the datasets that I'm comparing. For example, between these 2 versions, we can see that a column was added. We had 4 rows added and 0 rows removed. If we move this around, you'll see this change as we go along. Importantly, to better understand which rows were modified, we're going to have to select a key column. You'll see here that otherwise, comparing whole rows treats each edit as a removal plus an addition. And so if we actually want to see which rows were modified, we're going to have to use a key column. So let's go ahead and try out doing that. So under key column, you're going to click on select a column, and it would be event ID. You'll see here that there are still no modifications. But if I look for this most recent version, you will see that there actually are modifications. So event ID 11 actually was modified. And so here's just another example of a range that I can compare. This version from the 21st and this version also from the same day but a couple hours later. So here we're getting excellent visibility into how this dataset is evolving. That can be great for some exploration. But sometimes you want to answer a more specific question, like when did this one change happen? So here, we're going to use Bisect to understand when data was introduced, changed, or removed. That's going to pinpoint us the exact transaction where this thing happened. So we're going to go ahead and click on Bisect. Say that I want to understand something like, when did East Events unit price change from 19 to 17.1? So here, I'm actually going to expand the range a little bit just for more interest. And for the key column, it's event ID. The key value is going to be 11. So that is the specific row that we are concerned with. Unit price, and we would type in 17.1 here. When I click on find, here it will say where the value was first found, and I can jump to that version. All right, so it turns out it actually was that latest version in which the value is changed. If I go back earlier, we can see that there the value is still 19. And that is how you can use time travel to better understand the history of your datasets. Thanks for watching. We hope you found this useful. Be sure to let us know in the comments what you want to see next.